On a chilly Friday evening, Eric, returning home after a challenging week at work, grapples with a persistent feeling that life has more to offer. Amidst the voice of despair echoing within him, a hopeful whisper urges him to carve a new path. The catalyst for real change, it suggests, lies within oneself. This realization, though simple, carries profound weight. Contemplating the dialogue between despair and hope, Eric opts not to succumb to negativity, but instead focuses on the prospect of reinventing himself. But how does one accomplish such a feat? The answer isn't immediately apparent. However, a recollection of his friend Liam, who found solace in the philosophy of Stoicism, sparks hope within Eric. Despite his weariness, he feels compelled to delve deeper. As he lies awake, his thoughts are consumed by determination. Eric ponders, if Stoicism could transform Liam's life, why not his? If you've ever felt trapped in a cycle of routine like Eric, consider this an invitation to explore the empowering potential of Stoicism. Which aspects of your life could benefit from a Stoic overhaul? In this video, we'll dissect precisely how Stoicism can facilitate your journey towards self-reinvention, commencing today, and authentically reshaping your life from the inside out. Stay tuned for a voyage to rediscover your resilience and wisdom. It's time to chart a course for self-reinvention, and here's the roadmap. 1. Commence with the small steps. With a racing heart, gaze deeply into your eyes in the mirror, peering beyond your reflection to discern the essence of your being. Yet, within this intimate moment of self-reflection, a profound yearning for transformation seizes you. Here's a nugget of ancient Stoic wisdom to hold close. Reinvention is not only attainable, but also begins with the smallest actions. Zeno, the foundational voice of Stoicism, once noted, "Well-being is realized by small steps, but it is no small thing." As you stand on the threshold of redefining yourself, don't let the enormity of change daunt you. Imagine constructing a colossal cathedral from scratch. Reflect on the meticulous placement of each brick, the precision of each beam. That's the essence of reinvention. It's not a hurried endeavor, but rather a methodical process of assembly. It's these incremental changes, piece by piece, that culminate in the grandeur of who you'll become. This isn't about sweeping transformations, but rather a series of intentional steps that coalesce to effect profound change over time, akin to a domino effect leading to a grand crescendo. Harness the power of atomic habits as popularized by James Clear. Remember, an atom is the smallest unit, yet it possesses immense power. Similarly, it's our smallest habits that serve as the foundation for dramatic reinvention. If you aspire to cultivate more empathy, start small. Offer a genuine smile to someone, attentively listen when someone shares their story, or extend a helping hand without expecting reciprocation. Each minor action, believe it or not, heralds monumental change. But here's the Stoic twist. Don't distract yourself with lofty ambitions or unattainable dreams. Instead, concentrate on the immediate and achievable task at hand. Suppose you aim to cultivate assertiveness. Today, stand your ground on a single minor issue. Allow this assertiveness to crystallize with each passing day. Let these minor victories accumulate, paving the path to a transformed you. Dream big, but start small, for genuine change commences within the seemingly inconsequential. It beckons you to ascend the heights one step at a time, fostering more sustainable and impactful transformation. 2. Refuse to let anxiety reign over you. On a dark and stormy night, Eric finds himself drawn to Marcus Aurelius's personal journal, Meditations, a tome that unlocks the door to Stoicism, a philosophy as pertinent today as it was in ancient Rome. Embedded deep within its pages is a quote that strikes him like lightning. "Today, I escaped anxiety." Or no, I discarded it because it was within me, in my own perceptions, and not outside. This moment marks a pivotal juncture in Eric's journey toward self-reinvention, revealing that the battle isn't against the world, but against his perception of it. This odyssey isn't merely about altering actions, but fundamentally shifting perspectives. Your outlook shapes your trajectory. If you perceive life as an array of insurmountable obstacles, that's precisely what you'll encounter. Yet envision it as a realm of boundless possibilities, and the game changes. Eric realizes that, much like himself, we often cling to our anxieties like a familiar blanket. Not because it's comforting, but because it's familiar. Discarding this blanket requires stepping into the cold, yet it's in the cold that we ignite our inner fire. The process of reinventing oneself mirrors navigating uncharted waters. You must be willing to lose sight of the shore to discover new horizons. Fear naturally arises when land fades from view, yet remember, it's the same ocean, whether viewed from the safety of the shore or the heart of the deep. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that it's not the ocean we should fear, but rather our capacity to navigate it. Eric learns that to reinvent himself, he doesn't need to become someone else. He merely needs to master the helm of his thoughts. For anyone at the crossroads of change, recall this: the essence of reinvention lies within perception. It doesn't demand erasure of who you were. Instead, it invites sculpting who you're becoming. Like Eric, discover your meditations. Embrace the Stoic wisdom that murmurs, power resides not in external events, but in our reactions to them. Allow this wisdom to guide you as you chart a course toward reinvention. The only chains holding you back are the ones you've imposed upon yourself. Break free and uncover the vastness of your potential. 3. Establish a routine. With the passage of time, we often find ourselves at a crossroads, pondering the prospect of self-reinvention. It's a profound odyssey, not merely about altering external circumstances, but fundamentally transforming our inner selves. This metamorphosis demands more than fleeting aspirations. It necessitates a foundation as sturdy as bedrock, a routine. Seneca once illuminated this path by declaring, "Life without a design is erratic." Incorporating this wisdom into the fabric of our daily lives lays the groundwork for genuine change. Picture your life as an unexplored expanse. Every step taken without direction is a step into the unknown, potentially veering you away from your desired destination. Now contemplate the potency of a compass guiding you through this expanse. A well-crafted routine serves as this compass, ensuring each step propels you closer to the person you aspire to become. It's not about constraining yourself with a rigid timetable, but rather architecting your days around endeavors that nourish your soul, stimulate your mind, and fortify your spirit. To embark on this journey of reinvention, commence by identifying moments when you feel most alive, your zenith of creativity and focus. Dedicate these peak hours to activities that mirror the person you aspire to be. If your aim is heightened insight, allocate time for reading and introspection. Should physical vitality be your pursuit, prioritize exercise in your daily regimen. The crux lies in aligning actions with aspirations, fashioning each day as a stepping stone toward your renewed self. But here's the cornerstone: consistency. The mightiest of rivers originates as a humble stream, its potency burgeoning with every mile traversed. Similarly, the impact of your routine amplifies with unwavering dedication. Embrace this structure while allowing room for growth and adaptation. Change, after all, isn't a destination but a journey. As you traverse this path, equip yourself with routines that nurture not only productivity but also equilibrium and well-being, transforming chaos into eloquence and navigating life, guided by the compass of deliberate action. 4. Command yourself to cease. Lost in contemplation, have you ever found yourself mulling over the path not taken, the latent version of yourself awaiting exploration? Tales of reinvention aren't confined to legends or ancient heroes. They whisper possibilities to anyone audacious enough to listen. Consider Dwight D. Eisenhower, confronted by the perils of a 4-pack-a-day smoking habit. He resolved to issue a command to stop, not merely forsaking a detrimental habit, but unearthing a deeper reservoir of strength within himself. Reinvention commences with a solitary step, commanding yourself to cease settling, to cease doubting, to cease relinquishing control of your own life. It's about confronting those facets of yourself that you've allowed to dominate, be it fear, complacency, or the allure of the familiar, and determining that today you opt for a different trajectory. This encapsulates the essence of Stoicism, a summons to reclaim your agency by exercising command over your choices. As Epictetus asserted, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Your shackles aren't fastened by external forces but by your own volition. Now consider that one aspect tethering you to a version of yourself you no longer wish to inhabit. Whether it's an unfulfilling job, toxic relationships, or habits that stifle your growth, acknowledge them for what they are, familiar landmarks on a map you've outgrown. The call to reinvent yourself isn't a facile journey. It demands the fortitude to issue a fresh command, one that not only challenges the status quo, but endeavors to transcend it. This isn't about gradual shifts, it's about a decisive stride toward the person you're destined to become. As you stand at the crossroads, poised to command yourself to reinvent, bear this in mind. You are the architect of your destiny. The power to reshape your life lies in the simple yet radical act of selecting a new direction. It's the realization that your past doesn't dictate your future unless you allow it to. Thus, as we peer toward the horizon of tomorrow, let's embrace Stoicism not merely as a philosophy but as a clarion call to action. Let's not merely envisage the person we can become, let's take resolute steps to embody that person. 5. Liberate precious resources. With the passage of time, we often find ourselves at a crossroads, questioning the very fabric of our existence and pondering the trajectory we wish to pursue. This journey of self-reinvention extends beyond altering external circumstances to fundamentally re-evaluating how we allocate our most precious resources, time and attention. Stoicism, a philosophy that has withstood the test of time, offers a pragmatic roadmap for navigating this path. Epictetus, one of its venerable sages, implored, "If you wish to improve, be willing to appear clueless or stupid in exchange for growth." This seemingly straightforward counsel unveils a profound truth about human behavior. Too often we cling to the familiar, even at the expense of our evolution. We scroll through our devices, binge-watch shows, and drown in the cacophony of life simply because it's comfortable. But what if we consciously allocated our time to endeavors that propel our journey towards self-actualization? The task at hand isn't to escape modernity or retreat from society, but rather to cultivate acute awareness of where our attention is directed. Commence by tracking how you spend your days. Observe how many hours slip through your grasp, ensnared by pursuits that neither challenge you nor draw you closer to your objectives. Awareness marks the initial step. The subsequent, more arduous step is action. Prioritize learning over leisure, creation over consumption, and conversations that stimulate over gossip that drains. As you embark on this voyage of reinvention, armed with the wisdom of Stoicism, recall that every decision to invest your time in something meaningful propels you forward in your metamorphosis. It's not about monumental transformations overnight, but rather the everyday choices that, over time, sculpt you into the person you aspire to become. Let's honor the passage of time not by counting the days, but by infusing each day with purpose. After all, the art of reinvention isn't merely about modifying oneself, but about liberating oneself to lead a life that resonates with our deepest values and aspirations. If the journey of self-reinvention resonates with you, share your thoughts in the comments and leave a like to extend this message to others seeking positive change. 6. Confront the difficult. When Seneca, a luminary among Stoics, welcomed each new year not with mere resolutions but with a bold plunge into the frigid Tiber, he wasn't merely taking a dip, he was asserting control. This endeavor wasn't about battling the cold but about igniting an indomitable spirit within, affirming mastery over his own will. Embracing daunting challenges isn't merely about proving oneself to the world, it's about proving something to oneself. Visualize the process of reinventing oneself. It's not about shedding skin but about fortifying one's essence into something sturdier, more resilient. Imagine it as renovating a house from the inside out. It's not merely about superficial alterations, but about dismantling barriers that confine you, excavating elements that no longer serve you, and rebuilding from the ground up. It's difficult, certainly, but every swing of the hammer, every nail driven deep, is a declaration, I am the architect of my fate. How can you apply this principle to your life? Commence with one challenging endeavor that unsettles you. It could be public speaking, committing to a fitness regimen, or embarking on writing a book. The specific choice isn't paramount. What matters is stepping into the arena, cognizant that the battle won't be facile, but stepping in nonetheless. Through these trials, you're not merely surviving, you're thriving, sculpting yourself into the person you aspire to be. Let's be unequivocal. Self-reinvention is no leisurely stroll. It necessitates the courage to confront the unknown and the resilience to persist when every fiber of your being yearns to retreat. But herein lies the truth. The most rewarding accomplishments aren't found at the culmination of an effortless journey, but atop mountains that demand to be scaled. Thus, let Seneca's icy plunge inspire you. Choose your river to ford, embrace the chill, and emerge on the opposite shore not as someone new but as someone fortified. Remember, it's in grappling with the difficult that we unearth our true strength. 7. Surround yourself with elevating individuals. Choosing companions for the journey of life mirrors, assembling a team in a game where personal growth and wisdom are the ultimate objectives. Seneca, a sage from the Stoic era, imparts timeless counsel through his letters. Associate with those who elevate you. It's not merely about accruing friends, but about curating a circle that reflects the qualities you cherish and aspire toward. Envision every interaction as a brick in the foundation of your evolving self. If the bricks are flawed, so too will be the foundation. Scrutinize the company you keep. Do these individuals uplift you or drag you down? Are they the type of friends who challenge you, inspire growth, and share your ideals? It's pivotal to position yourself among those who enrich your spirit, rather than merely fill your time. The aim isn't to seek out flawless companions, but to find those who add value to your life in meaningful ways. It's about assembling a circle that motivates you to ascend rather than settling for mediocrity. Embracing this odyssey can be empowering. Reflect on the intellectual and spiritual nourishment you ingest daily. Are you engaging in dialogues that expand your intellect and nourish your soul? Assemble your own cohort of modern Stoics, individuals who compel you to question, ponder, and evolve. As Seneca aptly noted, we learn as we teach. By engaging with minds that push our boundaries, we not only reach new heights but redefine our limitations. Consider Eric's journey. After immersing himself in videos from his preferred Stoicism channel, the Stoic community, he encountered insights on overcoming rejection and confronting negativity. Something clicked for Eric that night. He felt galvanized, intrigued by the Stoic wisdom he had unearthed. As he slumbered, he envisioned engaging in profound discussions with Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. It was surreal, deliberating resilience and virtues until, beep, beep, his alarm jolted him back to reality. If you, akin to Eric, aspire to delve deeper beyond passive consumption and truly embody Stoic principles, explore the link in the description for our complimentary Stoic newsletter. That dream wasn't a mere coincidence. It symbolized his immersion in Stoicism, a journey transcending casual observance into a profound, life-altering expedition. If you're poised to enhance your comprehension and application of Stoicism beyond the rudiments, join our community by perusing the free newsletter. Similar to Eric, you too can embark on a voyage that might exceed your preconceived notions of possibility. 8. Forsake the fear of change. In the depths of despair, change may appear as an insurmountable peak, a disruption we ardently wish to evade. Yet herein lies the crux. Change is the sole constant, and fearing it merely impedes our discovery of true potential. Marcus Aurelius, an illustrious sage of antiquity, once declared, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." This ancient wisdom serves as a guiding beacon, steering us toward embracing change not as a foe but as the avenue to reinvention. Let's be candid. Every choice we make, every stride we venture outside our comfort zone, heralds a new self. Reinventing oneself isn't about fundamentally altering who we are, but about shedding layers that no longer serve us. Much like a snake discarding its skin to grow. It's about confronting change head-on, perceiving it for what it truly is, an opportunity to evolve, to learn, and to strive toward the finest version of ourselves. How do we commence this journey? By reconciling with uncertainty, understanding that not knowing what lies beyond the horizon is part and parcel of the adventure. Every unread book represents a new world, awaiting exploration. Contemplate change as the threshold to uncharted territories. Embrace the notion that each day offers a blank page upon which we can inscribe a new chapter of our lives. It's about nurturing curiosity, embracing the desire to delve deeper into ourselves and the world around us. Analogous to a river sculpting its path through the landscape, be fluid, be unyielding, and, most importantly, be authentic to yourself. Lastly, retain a compass of resilience. The journey to reinvent oneself will subject you to gales of doubt and tempests of fear. Yet cling to the belief that you possess the capability to navigate them. Every challenge surmounted, every obstacle overcome, fortifies your resolve, molding you into an individual of substance poised to confront the world with sagacity and valor. 9. Reject the inessential. When all is said and done, Marcus Aurelius, the sagacious emperor who mastered the art of governance, epitomized the power of declining the superfluous. This wisdom harbors a pivotal key for those endeavoring to reinvent themselves. Envision your life as an evolving masterpiece. To effect change, to genuinely transform, one must first clear the canvas. This necessitates scraping away the old, the distractions and the pursuits that no longer align with our loftiest aspirations. This journey of reinvention mandates a thoughtful evaluation of what we deem essential. It's facile to become ensnared in the hustle, to flaunt busyness as a badge of honor. However, the path to becoming one's best self isn't about doing more, it's about doing what's right. This may entail stepping back, scrutinizing our current commitments and posing the question, do these endeavors bolster my metamorphosis? If not, it might be time to bid them farewell. Rather than acquiescing to every demand and spreading ourselves too thin, let's acquiesce to purpose, to growth, and to endeavors that enrich our souls. Much like Marcus Aurelius championed, questioning at every juncture whether an action is necessary can serve as a guiding beacon on our journey to reinvention. This isn't about deprivation, it's about making space for the new, the meaningful, and the transformative. Dare to reject the clutter. In doing so, you courageously say yes to your own narrative of change and evolution. 10. Return to rhythm. Eric found himself ensnared in a week-long malaise. His zeal for self-care rituals such as meditation, journaling, and gym visits had waned over the past week. He pondered whether luminaries like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus would view him with disappointment. Yet a spark from Aurelius's meditations reignited his spirit, reminding him that it's never too late to revert to one's rhythm. Visualize Eric's predicament, or better yet, transpose yourself into his shoes. We all encounter moments when we deviate from our path, when the habits and disciplines that anchor us elude our grasp. In such instances, it's facile to succumb to despondency, allowing disappointment to anchor us deeper into inertia. However, the Stoic wisdom bequeathed to us through the ages offers an alternative, a path of resilience and self-forgiveness. Reinventing oneself, a concept as daunting as it is exhilarating, commences not with transformation but with a single step back toward what you know to be true. It's about brushing yourself off and looking ahead. Grand gestures aren't requisite. What's needed are consistent, modest actions that realign you with your Stoic principles. View it as returning home after a period of wandering. Lastly, remember, reinvention isn't a sprint nor a destination. It's a voyage of myriad returns to self, a mastery of the art of rebounding with grace. If Eric's journey resonates with you and you seek not merely to reinvent, but to emerge as a proficient Stoic, join our expedition. We offer insights and narratives to illuminate your path, all within our newsletter. Click the link below to embark on this odyssey alongside fellow Stoics. It's a journey of myriad returns to self, a testament to the cyclical nature of growth, and an invitation to embrace resilience in the face of adversity.